Keith Relf was born on March 22, 1943 in Richmond, England. He is most well known for being the singer and co-founder of the band called the Yardbirds. In case you didn't know, 3 of the best rock guitarists were in the Yardbirds at one point: Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page. After the band ended, Keith definitely had the lowest profile. He was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Yardbirds in 1992. Jimmy Page formed the new Yardbirds, then changed the name to Led Zeppelin. In 1963, the Yardbirds were formed. They had an energetic blues sound. They were originally called the Metropolitan Blues Quartet. They broke up in 1968, and Keith formed a couple of bands and produced other artists. He was married in 1966 and had 2 sons. He suffered from chronic asthma and emphysema. In 1976, he was playing an ungrounded electric guitar in his basement. He stood on a gas pipe and died from electrocution. He was 33 years old. Jeff Beck was born on June 24, 1944 in Wallington, England. He was a legendary guitar player and a songwriter. I've heard someone say he's your favorite guitar player's favorite guitar player. He replaced Eric Clapton in the influential band called the Yardbirds in 1965. He formed the Jeff Beck Group with Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood after being kicked out of the band in 1966. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992 as a member of the Yardbirds.
Because they kicked me out. They did. That's right. Fuck them.
In 2009, he was inducted as a solo artist.
I've been naughty all my life and I don't deserve this at all. But I shall continue to be naughty, I think.
He played with many great artists and he was highly respected. He was a member of the Honey Drippers with Robert Plant and Jimmy Page. He won 8 Grammys. He became interested in music as a child and he sang in a church choir. He taught himself how to play the guitar and he didn't read music. To me, it seemed like magic every time he played a note. He was in several bands before Jimmy Page suggested he join the Yardbirds. He was let go after missing shows and supposedly he had a bad temper. Pink Floyd wanted Jeff to join them after Syd Barrett left the band, but they never asked him. David Gilmour has said that Jeff is his favorite guitar player. The Rolling Stones also wanted him. He fractured his skull in a car accident in 1969. After recording an album with the band Beck, Bogert, and Appice, he went solo. He toured a lot and released a few albums. He played on Jon Bon Jovi's solo album called Blaze of Glory. In 2020, he collaborated with Johnny Depp for an album and a tour. He suffered from tinnitus after years of being around loud music. He was married twice and had no children. He died in 2023 from bacterial meningitis. He was 78 years old. Chris Drea was born on November 11, 1945 in Surbiton, Surrey, England. He was a rhythm guitarist, a songwriter, a founding member. He sang backup and played bass guitar in the legendary band called the Yardbirds. In case you didn't know, the Yardbirds band was the launching pad for Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page. Chris was the only person to play on all of the Yardbirds recordings. Chris was also a photographer and an artist. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992. Here's a fun fact. Jimmy Page invited Chris to be the bass player in what would become Led Zeppelin, but Chris turned it down. He decided he wanted to pursue photography. Some of my favorite songs from them are Mr. You're a Better Man Than I, For Your Love, The Train Kept a-Rollin', Over, Under, Sideways, Down, Evil Hearted You, Heart Full of Soul, Shapes of Things, and I Ain't Got You. What's your favorite song? He drew the album artwork for the 1966 album called Roger the Engineer. He was also in a band called Box of Frogs. Rory Gallagher, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page contributed guitar parts for the band. He photographed many artists and people over the years, including Led Zeppelin, Bob Dylan, Andy Warhol, the Righteous Brothers, and Tina Turner. He reformed the Yardbirds and toured for many years before retiring in 2013 due to health reasons. He had strokes in 2012 and 2013. He said he had no regrets of turning down Led Zeppelin. He was married once and had a daughter named Jackie. He died in late September or early October of 2025 from a long illness. No other specifics were released. He was 79 years old.